Alright, what's up everyone? So I just want to make a quick video on a integration bug between OBS and Exiled Exchange 2 that I recently ran into. So for those of you who don't know what Exiled Exchange 2 is, it's a macro for Path of Exile 2. Formerly it's known as APT, so Awakened Path of Exile Trade, but that's for PoE1. So for PoE2 you need to use Exiled Exchange 2. Right? So but it's basically the same thing. It's a fork of APT. So what essentially the plugin does, or the macro does, is you would have a keybind that you can use to instantly price check any item in the game. So here you can see that a Val Orb costs roughly 2.5 exalts in the Runes of Elder League. So it's a pretty convenient tool to have in the late game, right? Especially when you're doing trade. So for those of you who are interested or want to install this plugin, I've got a link to the installation in the description, and you can just check it out and you can install it. The process is pretty straightforward. If you don't know how to do it, there are guides online and you can look at that. I'm not here to talk about that today. Today I'm here to talk about the integration bug between Exiled Exchange 2 and OBS. So what's the bug? There's a problem right now, and I've run into this 2 times. On 2 separate PCs. I've had to recently re-download Path of Exile 2 and Exiled Exchange 2 on 2 separate PCs, and both of them have the same issue, where the plugin, or sorry, the overlay here is showing up in the game, right? It's showing up in the game, but it's not showing up on OBS. So here, as a demonstration, I have my PoE2 game capture or window capture here, right? And you can see my settings here. My settings here are, excuse me, Windows 10. Right, with capture cursor and capture client area checked, and it's just capturing Path of Exile 2. Pretty straightforward, pretty vanilla settings. So here, if I then drag my window a little bit and I pull up the plugin or the price check, you can see that the price check is showing up in the game, but it's not showing up in the window capture. So how do we fix that? The easiest way to fix that is to just create a new window capture for the Exiled Exchange 2 plugin, right? Because what Exiled Exchange 2 is secretly doing under the hood, you can kind of see this from the demonstration just now, is that when I use the plugin and Control D to open up the price checker, my cursor on the window capture disappears. And that's kind of like a telltale sign that Exiled Exchange 2 is opening a second window. And that second window is my overlay here. And Exiled Exchange 2 is also really hard to capture on OBS for another reason, because the moment I tab out of Exiled Exchange 2, you can see that the price checker disappears. So that makes capturing the price checker kinda difficult. So what you would have to do instead is you have to make sure that the price checker is open. And you can see, find it in the system tray here, this button right there. And what you have to do is you have to right click, open settings, and here it will pull up a Exiled Exchange 2 window. Now, what you would do is you would capture this window. Capture Exiled Exchange 2.exe. Make sure the capture mode is Windows 10, otherwise it wouldn't show up. And you can see that it's showing up at the canvas right here. The rest of the settings you can keep the same. I recommend keeping capture cursor on so you know people can see what you're mousing over. And now it works. So what you would do is you would then close this, and then I will just turn off my desktop capture real quick. And now, when I Control D, it's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Oh, I know why now. So one more thing that you need to do is you need to change it to match title, otherwise find window of the same executable. That's important. Because you see just now, the default setting does not actually capture it. You have to use the same executable. There you go. The reason why is because the title is not going to be the same. The title is not going to be settings. So, yeah, that's the reason. So you would then do this, and then you can turn off the desktop capture, and then I can do a price check, and now it's showing up. There. That's the solution. And there are other solutions floating around online, and a lot of them are recommending solutions like use game capture. Here. Let me see, game capture. There you go. Use game capture, capture Path of Exile 2, and turning on capture third-party overlays, such as Steam. So you could try that, right? If this method doesn't work, you could try that. But I've tried the game capture overlay the game capture method, and it didn't work for me. And another reason that I really don't like game capture is because it is very finicky. Game capture tends to break very often when it comes to having, whenever a game updates, it's a new patch, or whenever you have to update your GPU driver, a lot of times game capture would break. Right, so the PoE2 is kind of notorious for that because when you look online for solutions, you will find that a lot of people are telling you to downgrade to Vulkan or downgrade to DirectX 11, which is really ass, in order to use game capture. I don't like that as a solution, so and the reason why I was on Vulkan is because I was playing around with that setting just now. But normally I play on DirectX 12 with window capture, and that usually is best performance-wise. And I don't have to worry about it breaking every other day. So, yeah, that's the solution. If this helps you in any way, I don't know, don't forget to drop a like or subscribe or leave a comment telling me what your favorite build in PoE2 is. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the new league. The new league is actually pretty fun. I'll catch you guys later.